Hi there. This is a quick video to introduce you to Google Drive if you are not familiar. If you have a Gmail account, you may not know that you already have access to Google Drive. So in this quick video, I'm just going to give you an overview of some of the cool things that are in Google Drive, how it works, how easy it is to get to it, and how I would use it in an educational setting if I was using that as an option for putting my class online. So right now on the screen, you can see that I'm in a Gmail account. It's pretty empty. There's not much there. But you're going to notice in the right-hand corner, there's these little 9 dots thing that if I hover over it, says Google Apps. If I click on that, these are all the different Google apps that you can use. As you can see, there's a ton of different options. But the thing that I'm going to go to is I'm going to go to Drive. It's this little triangle icon here. All of these things are linked in the Google universe, and you don't have to re-sign up to get to any of those Google apps. Here I am in Google Drive. This is not an empty one. Yours will look a little bit different the first time you use it, but you can see I've got just a few things in here. Google Drive is basically online storage for documents. And the really cool thing about it is A, that you can sort it into folders, and B, that you can share individual items or folders of things or groups of things with anybody else that has a Google Drive account. So that makes it really, really valuable. What I'm going to show you in here is just how to create a folder and then how to add a document and also how to add a form, because that's another super helpful thing. Okay, the first thing we're going to do in here is we're going to create a new folder. You see you've got this new button here in the upper left-hand side. When I click on that, it gives me lots of different options for things that I can create here in Google Drive. And I'm just going to create a new folder. This is going to function just like any folder that's on your computer, your desktop. It's just a place to store stuff. So I'm just going to call this folder 1. Obviously, you can call it whatever you would like. And then you can see my folder is created. I'm going to double click on it. And this is probably a little bit more what your Google Drive looks like when you open it the first time. It's just empty. You'll notice it says drop files here. That means you can also take documents off of your desktop and just drop them into Google Drive. And what that's going to do is upload them into the Google Drive server so that you could access it from any computer or any device. So if you have Word documents or PDFs or PowerPoints that you've already created that you want to just store and share in Google Drive, that's a really easy way to do it. You also have the option here when you click New to go File Upload or Folder Upload, and that will allow you to upload things into the drive as well. So in that regard, it can just be used for storage and organization. The next thing I'm going to do inside this folder is I'm going to create a Google Docs. And when I create this Google Doc, if you've never used Google Docs before, it's going to function a lot like Microsoft Word or whatever word processing program you have. I just clicked up here where it says Untitled Document, and I'm going to give it a title. And then I can type a document here. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but you can also use sharing to have multiple people collaborate on the same document at the same time, which is really exciting. So let me just type something. As a sidebar, you might be hearing my toddler assistant as I make this video, so that's the noise you hear in the background. But now that I've got this done, I'm just going to hit enter. It auto-saves. You don't have to do any saving, and I'm going to close this out. Notice it says here, all changes saved in Drive. I'm going to close that out, and it's going to take me right back to my Drive. And if I refresh this, yep, there's that document I just created with the title of title. So we can create documents in Google Drive. We can upload documents into Google Drive. The other thing we can do, if I go to new, that I'm going to show you right now, is I can create what's called a Google form. And this can be a really helpful way to collect and gather information with the results all being saved to your Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Google Forms. And I won't go into all of the details here. We'll just kind of create one question, but I'm just going to call this survey. And then we're going to say, do you like Pete the Cat? Because that's the show that's playing on my TV for the toddler at the moment. And I'm going to make option 1 yes, and option 2 no. And I'm going to say it's required. Not going to go into all of the details for this survey here, but just know that pretty much anything you would want to do inside of a survey you can do. If I click up here where it says Untitled Form, it carried over the title that I'd already typed into the top, and I can send this as a link to other people. So there's just kind of a big gobbledygooky link that when I click that to folks, send that to folks, then they're going to be able to complete the form. And when they complete the form, the results are going to save both in the form, and I can have the responses. If I click on this, I can have them go into a spreadsheet that is also held within my Google Drive. So hopefully this just gives you a nutshell version. I'm going to close out of this folder window. I'm going to go back to Google Drive here. As you can see, it's just a repository for documents that you can share or edit or upload. The great thing about it is if you have a Gmail account already, you already have one of these. You don't have to do anything else other than just go find it and use it. So if you have any questions, comment on this video and let me know. And I wish you the best of luck with Google Drive.